Hey, good day everybody. Welcome to another video. My name is Arkady Gidzenko. I'm your personal funky sim pilot for today's flight. I hope the sound is okay. Let me just do a little sound check, so stand by 1 second. Okay, sound check appears to be successful. So thank you very much for checking in. So today it's going to be a night flight. We're flying real world time and real world weather. And we'll be flying a short little hop from the United Kingdom to the Netherlands. So we'll be flying from London Gatwick Airport in the United Kingdom to Rotterdam, the Hague Airport in the Netherlands. And we will be using the FlySimware Cessna 414 AW Chancellor, that you can see right here, and we'll be doing so on the VATSIM network. So I'm not sure if the music, funky music that I chose for you is too loud, so let's just turn it down a little bit. You know, let's just get rid of it altogether. There you go. So everybody funky, so let's just hop in then. So as I said, we're standing here at London Heathrow, so we are connected to the VATSIM network, but that is about it. I believe there appear to be some channels available to us. Last time I did a little sort of a run through from out of a different airport, and well, by the time actually I turned on the radios, the controllers were all gone. So hopefully we got a little more lucky this time. And if we do not, it's not a train smash, you know. In the end, it's been a while since I actually played on the VATSIM network. So all right, so let's just start this sucker up. I believe the first I'll do is just open the fuel tanks 1 and 2. I'm not sure if I do this before I start the battery, but just going to go ahead and make a choice and live with it. So we start up the batteries and the alternators. Now a little bit of ambient lighting would be appreciated, because it's, as you can see, it's a nighttime flight. I thought it was nice to be true to the actual environment that we're flying in. So there's not going to be a lot of eye candy today, but on the other hand, with the specifications that I'm using, there's not a whole bunch of eye candy going on anyway. So I believe probably it's best if we just start up the engines and then get the flight plan in. Let's get it out of the way for a bit. So we got batteries, we got the alternators turned on, so let's turn on the fuel pumps, and I do not believe we have to prime, so I'm going to start with engine number 1. And that appears to be live, so let's start with engine number 2 as well. And once the engines are running, like they are now, forgot to check the fuel, but I'm not sure if we'll still be able to do that. I do not believe we'll be needing a lot of fuel anyway for this flight, to be honest. So I think this part is where we're going to wing it. Now let's have a look here. The fuel doesn't look all too much. I'm not very much used to the gallons. I'm not sure if it says pounds here. So 900 and 900 is 1800 pounds. I'm not sure if that's enough. So let's get the tablet here. So before we connect to anything, I would like to get the aircraft up and running. if this is what it is, I believe we should be good to go. You know what? We're just going to take this. Screw it. All right. Let's turn on some lights. Some nice ambient lights. I like this. So the engine's running idle here. So let's turn on the avionics down here, and obviously the lights and nav lights. So once this sucker is up and running, we can start listening into the ATIS. I believe I saw an ATIS live, so hopefully it's still there. The altitude for today's flight, let me just check off the screen here real quick for you. Where's the LFP? I'm looking for the LFP here. So we'll be cruising at the altitude of 190 knots, flight level 190. It's the end of my day. I actually should probably better go to bed, but so the fuel would be 218 for today's flight kilograms, so that I think we should be good to go. Let's quickly file a flight plan, because I have not done so yet. So I'm going to, this is all off the screen happening, so just bear with me there. Go get a cup of coffee. So we're going to load the flight plan. London to Rotterdam, and we're going to file it. There you go, flight plan filed. Okay, so what's happening here? Need to acknowledge. So I must say I'm getting some poor frame rate. That is always a little bit sad. Is there anything, any windows that I can close maybe? Let me just check here. For now I believe we're just going to leave it like this. So the GPS is acquiring a signal position. Let's wait a little bit with the altitude set, because out of the UK there's, for miles and miles, we probably need to be flying at 5,000 feet. I'm not really sure how it works out when there is actual traffic control. So let's verify the fuel here. And let's also check the time of fuel remaining. Why is it not doing anything? Oh, is it just lagging? Oh my god, man. Yes, you can do it. Just press the button. There you go. It's one shiny red button. Okay, other functions seem to work. Oh. Time remaining 9 hours 59 minutes. Well, looks like we fooled the fuel system there, but whatever. Okay, so the GPS up and running. The ATIS for London Gatwick is 136.525. and 525. And let's get jiggy with this.
Contact.
That is loud.
Gatwick information Papa, time 2150 Zulu Special. Runway in use 26 left. ILS approach to be expected. Transition level 70 wind 290 at 03, wind variable between 240 and 310. Cav OK. temperature 11, dew point 07, QNH 1021, delivery is closed, ATC continues with ground on 121.805. Data link clearances are available. Log on Echo Golf Kilo Kilo, acknowledge receipt of information Papa and advise aircraft type on first contact.
Okay, so we need to advise the aircraft type of first contact.
Gatwick information Papa, time 2150 Zulu
Transition
special,
level 70.
runway in use 26 left, ILS
Okay.
approach to be expected, transition level 7.
Okay, let's shut that up. My good friend, I believe you called it, well, the sort of mentally challenged nephew of Lieutenant Commander Data, the Star Trek character. Okay, so we got the ATIS for now. Ground, there's approach, ground, and tower. So I guess we just start with the ground, 121.805. Oh, the ATIS just went offline. 121.805. Eight 05. Come in, please. There you go. Let's tune in ground.
Gatwick ground, EZ64 Yankee Golf, stand 47 Mike, type Airbus A320, with information Oscar, requesting IFR clearance to Milan Linate.
EZ46 Yankee Golf, Gatwick ground, good evening. Cleared Milan via Bogner 1 X-ray departure, runway 26 left, squawk 5661, QNH 1021.
QNH 1021, cleared to Milan Linate, runway 26 left, Bogner 1 X-ray departure, squawk 5661, EZ64 Yankee Golf.
EZ64 Yankee Golf, read back correct, and it's information Papa now.
Information Papa, EZ64 Yankee Golf.
So let's import the flight plan from the Simri, which gives us a very convenient access to all the charts that we'll be using for today's flight. Starting with the airport information chart. Not sure where we parked. Looks like some maintenance area or whatever.
Qatari 1403, Gatwick ground, readability 5.
Gatwick ground, Qatari 1403, requesting hypoxia to Manchester on an Airbus A330-900, stand 126 with information Papa on board.
Qatari 1403, roger, I show you stand 17. Cleared Manchester via Lambourne 6 Mike departure, runway 26 left, squawk 1424, QNH 1021.
I believe I'm lost. Maintenance area 2. I believe that's where we were, right?
Can you repeat the initial altitude, please?
Qatari 1403, initial altitude is via the standard initial departure.
Yes, we are maintenance area 2. Right there in the middle. Check parking stands, see if there is...
Qatari 1403 is clear to Manchester by the...
No real designation.
Squawk 1424, QNH 1021.
Qatari 1403, confirm Lambourne 6 Mike departure.
Okay, so anyway, our
Lambourne
taxi
Mike departure for Qatari
will be
1403.
Tango.
Qatari 1403, read back correct.
And how the hell are we going to get all the way over there? That's Yankee.
EZ64
Juliet.
Yankee Golf, requesting to start.
Tango Juliet.
EZ64 Yankee Golf, stand 47, push and start approved, face west.
Push start through, facing west, EZ64 Yankee Golf.
Goes to Zulu or Alpha November.
Camera ground, EZ27
Delta Mike, I stand 112, requesting clearance to Manchester with information pop on board.
Oh, okay.
Station calling Gatwick ground call sign.
EZ27, Delta Mike.
Is that EZ27 Delta November?
Yes, it is. My apologies.
EZ27 Delta November, cleared Manchester via Lambourne 6 Mike departure, runway 26 left, squawk 7014.
So we have the FRANE 1 Mike departure. Hopefully we're going to get it.
November cleared to Manchester via runway 26 left, the Lambourne 6 Mike departure will squawk 7014.
EZ27 is Delta November, read back correct. Information Quebec is now current, QNH 1022.
Okay, information Quebec is current 1022. EZ27 Delta November.
So after takeoff, let's have a look here. 257, right turn heading 078. Acorn, we should be at 5,000. And then it will take off to FRANE via the deadlink VOR. But we'll be just programming it in and we should be good. So it's always a little intimidating when
Bluebird 1209 ready for taxi.
When it's been a while.
Bluebird 1209 taxi holding point Alpha Tree, runway 26 left via Papa and Alpha November.
Okay, holding point Alpha Tree for 26 left via Papa and Alpha November, Bluebird 1209.
Hotel Victor 13, let's take.
So ATIS is now Quebec. Let's have a
Hotel.
look what they're saying.
Correction, Victor Hotel 193, Gatwick ground hello. Taxi holding point Charlie 1, runway 26 left via Juliet and Charlie.
Transition level 70. Surface wind hardly anything, it's 2 knots.
Charlie 1 via Julian Charlie, Victor November 193.
Altitude, X-ray, Golf Sierra, also ready to taxi.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Gatwick ground hello. Are you able, Charlie 1?
Yeah, we'll Charlie 1 from Alpha Sierra Golf.
Alpha Golf Sierra, taxi holding point Charlie 1, runway 26 left via Juliet and Charlie.
Holding Charlie 1 at 26 left via Juliet and Charlie, Alpha Sierra Golf.
I'm not sure if we can now put in the departing procedure, departure. Never done it like this. We are the FRANE 1 mic. Let me just double check, because I tend to forget. FRANE 1 mic, alright. So I'm just procrastinating now, because I'm feeling my pants with the coat brown, as they say. So we're at maintenance area in front of hangar 7.
Gatwick ground. Gatwick ground, EZ 1412, do you copy?
Easy 1412, Gatwick ground hello, readability 5.
So let's start with 5,000, probably going to be safe, and let's arm it. Let's select the FRANE 1 mic.
Speedbird 1209, contact Gatwick director 126.825, goodbye.
126.825, Bluebird 1209. Thank you very much, goodbye.
126.825, let's
Gatwick
preload it.
ground EZ1412 requesting IFR clearance to Manchester Airport, aircraft type A320neo at gate 118.
EZ1412, you're currently logged on as an observer. I don't know if you're trying to do shared cockpit. If you are, I don't have a flight plan for you.
Oh yeah, we're doing shared cockpit. Let me try to get this flight plan set up. Start.
That is so cool, man. They're doing shared cockpit. I love it. Mostly I would love it if it would actually work with my friend, but the idea is just
EZ64 Yankee
awesome.
Golf, taxi.
EZ64 Yankee Golf, taxi holding point Alpha 2, runway 26 left via Lima, Papa and Alpha Sierra.
Taxi holding point Alpha 2 via Lima, Papa and Alpha Sierra, EZ64 Yankee Golf.
KLM 12 Papa, readability 2, very quiet. Say again, stand number.
I'm sorry, is that no?
KLM 12 Papa, yeah, that's better, thank you. Say again, stand number.
We're at 73.
KLM 12 Papa, I show you stand 555. Cleared Amsterdam via FRANE 1 Mike departure, runway 26 left, squawk 0474, information Quebec, QNH 1022.
Cleared Amsterdam via the FRANE 1 Mike departure, runway 26 left, squawk 0474 for Kilo 1 Papa.
KLM 12 Papa, read back correct, QNH 1022.
So it looks like we'll be getting the FRANE 1 mic, so let's just go ahead and enter it. Runway 26 left.
Sorry, 1403, stand
Load.
17, push and start approved, face west.
Face west, push start, squadron 1403.
Clear out this one. So now we're going to FRANE. And the next waypoint is going to be Mike 604, but I believe it's not in the GPS. Mike 604. Also, I'm not really sure how it works, but let's give it a try. And my guess is Mike 604. No, my guess is just another designation for a waypoint between two, for a airway between two waypoints. So after FRANE we'll be going to GASBA. So let's put that in. GASBA in the United Kingdom, there you go. And then REDFA 3 Romeo 406. So now we put in Rotterdam Airport. Oh, that's not it. Let's try that again. Rotterdam, there you go.
Gatwick Ground, very good evening, Griffin 87 Golf, okay, this is on to 26 right.
Griffin 87 Golf, Gatwick Ground, hello, take your next left on Tango, right on Juliet, hold short Papa, expect stand 11.
Next left Tango, right Juliet, hold Papa, expect stand 11, Griffin 87 Golf.
Victor Hotel 19 next right Charlie, contact Gatwick Director on 126.825, goodbye.
Next line to Charlie, contact Director 126.825, Victor Hotel 19, Earthwick.
Alpha Golf Sierra, contact Gatwick Director on 126.825, goodbye.
126.825, goodbye. Here go.
Easy 64 Yankee Golf, contact Gatwick Director on 126.825, goodbye.
Gatwick Director 126.825, easy 64 Yankee Golf, thank you.
Okay, looks like the flight plan's in. Oh, let's see if we can embarrass ourselves. Let's check the latest ATIS information. Information Quebec 70. Gatwick ground, good evening, Whiskey 4 Papa 812. We are at west of hangar number 7 for requesting IFR to Rotterdam. We have information Quebec.
Whiskey Papa 812, Gatwick ground, good evening. Cleared sorry, say again, aircraft type.
Apologies, the aircraft type's Cessna 414 Chancellor.
Whiskey 4 Papa 812, roger, standby.
Okay, so we're standing by.
Easy 142 requesting IFR clearance to the Manchester Airport. Type is A320neo at gate 118.
Easy 142. I still don't have a flight plan for you, I'm afraid. Please refile.
Yeah, I believe so. Let me double check.
Gatwick ground, Qatari 1403, request taxi to
Qatari 1403, taxi Kilo Papa, hold short of Juliet.
Taxi via Kilo Papa, hold short of Juliet, Qatari 1403.
Griffin 87 Golf, taxi stand 11 via Juliet.
Stand 1 via Juliet, Griffin 87 Golf.
Whiskey 4 Papa 812, Gatwick ground.
Yes sir, go ahead, Whiskey 4 Papa 812.
Whiskey 4 Papa 812, cleared Rotterdam via FRANE 1 Mike departure, runway 26 left, squawk 6461, QNH 1022.
Cleared for the FRANE 1 Mike departure, QNH 1022, squawk 6462, is that correct sir?
Whiskey 4 Papa 812, negative, no. Squawk 6461.
My apologies, 6461 for Whiskey Papa 812.
Whiskey 4 Papa 812, read back correct.
Okay, that's easy enough. It's always good.
Ground easy 27 Delta November.
6461. FRANE
Easy
1 Mike 1.
Delta November, stand 112, push and start approved, face all east.
It will be east.
Qatari 1403, okay. Taxi holding point Alpha Tree, runway 26 left via Papa and Alpha November.
So it's squawk 6461.
Taxi holding point Alpha 3 via Papa and Alpha November, Qatari 1403.
Easy 14 ground.
Easy 14, standby.
Squawk on standby for now.
EG14 requesting IFR clearance to Manchester Airport, type A320 NEO at gate 118.
Easy 155, you've got outdated charts, I'll show you stand 22.
Oh, my apologies. Anyways, sorry about that. Requesting IFR clearance to Manchester aircraft type A320 NEO at stand 22.
So let's check the departure
Easy
again.
014, cleared Manchester via Lambourne 6 Mike departure, runway 26 left, squawk 2215.
4,000.
And EG14, can you repeat that squawk for me?
5,000 Acorn.
Easy 14, squawk 2215.
Let's start with 4,000 to begin with. Not sure how fast it's going to climb on this departure. And if we pull up the taxi information.
Qatari 1403, contact Gatwick Director on 126.825. Goodbye.
Tango Juliet.
Contact Gatwick Director on 126.825. Thank you for your service. Goodbye. Qatari 1403.
So what comes after Juliet? How does it work? You go to Zulu, Juliet to Zulu.
Okay, EG14 is cleared to the Manchester Airport, Lambourne 6 Mike
Alpha.
departure, runway 26 left, squawk 2215.
Easy 14, read back correct. Information Quebec, QNH 1022.
QNH 1022, EG14, read back correct.
Okay, guess we'll go to taxi almost.
Whiskey 4 Papa 812. Startup is approved. Hold position.
Startup approved, hold position, Whiskey for Papa 812, thank you. Okay, so we have startup approved. Well, we were already started actually, but we could have used the external power obviously, but choose not to. So, don't know if that makes me a very bad boy, but I mean no harm. As long as I'm not, as long as we're not...
KLM 12 Papa, stand 555, push and start approved, face south.
Push start approved, face south. KLM 12, thank you.
So check the, checking the cruise altitude again, 190. So this is for pressurizing, the Cessna 414 is pressurized, which is pretty cool. I'm slowly getting, starting to play around with it, see if I get it to understand, enter my brain. So, okay, so we got the cabin altitude set, but not sure if this is the correct way to do it, so do not do this at home, kids. Let's see, little sanity check, I believe the rest should be fine. Let's put this on GPS, that can never hurt. And we got the route put in. So I believe let's select heading or navigation. And let's also put the vital heat and the stall heat on. So I guess we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get request taxi clearance. So quickly check what to expect. That will always help in understanding what they're saying, especially when you're doing like 100 things at the same time. And these guys start talking to you on, basically they're trying to help you out, they're little friends, it's beautiful. Tango Juliet, probably, right? Tango Juliet, and then this is a little fuzzy for me. We'll be taking off from 26 left. Unless we actually go Juliet and then cross this point here, but I'm not really sure. Let's see. What is it? Obviously not. This looks like a holding point, holding point, holding point. Alpha 3, Alpha 2, Mike 3, Whiskey 1.
Easy 15 for Yankee Mike, Gatwick ground hello,
like
taxi Julie, correction, taxi stand 560 via Juliet, Romeo, Lima, Quebec, Quebec Charlie, and Quebec Alpha.
Taxi stand 560 via Juliet, Romeo, Lima, Quebec, Quebec Charlie, Quebec Alpha, Easy 15 Quebec.
Gatwick ground, Whiskey for Papa 812, requesting taxi to 26 left, please.
Whiskey for Papa 812, are you able Charlie 1?
Checking, stand by, please. I thought they might try... Where's Charlie 1? Yes, that's a firm. Charlie 1 is okay for Whiskey for Papa 812.
Whiskey for Papa 812, taxi holding point Charlie 1, runway 26 left via Tango, Juliet and Charlie.
That's via Tango, Juliet, Charlie for holding point Charlie 1, Whiskey for Papa 812. Okay. So what he was asking, since we're a small aircraft, we don't need the entire runway to take off.
Easy 27 Delta November, you're actually on Lima.
So this is
taxi
the
holding point Alpha
runway?
3, runway 26 via Lima, Papa and Alpha November.
This is the runway that we'll be taking off from, so big airliners will probably start from around here or something. But, you know, we don't need as much, so we can just take Charlie 1. Very polite of him to ask.
Gatwick ground, Easy 8 Tango Yankee,
So
stand
we go
105, QNH 1022 with oh shit. Sorry about that. With information Quebec, request IFR clearance to Manchester.
Easy
That was pretty cool.
Tango Yankee, Gatwick ground, hello, standby.
So the guy went, oh shit. And he said, oh, I'm so sorry. Hey man, we're only human. Well, I mean, at least I'm trying to be. Okay, so Charlie 1 should be there. Yes, and just want to see what visual cues to get, because it's always a little hectic when you're actually looking out of your little window. Well, you know, just go for it. Okay. Let's put on a little funky taxi music.
Easy 8 Tango Yankee, cleared Manchester via Lambourne 6 Mike departure, runway 26 left, squawk 1165.
Cleared Manchester via the Lambourne 6 Mike departure, squawk 1165, Easy 8 Tango Yankee, and apologies for that earlier.
Easy 8 Tango Yankee, no problem. Oh, that's Easy 8 Tango Yankee, you've got me doing it now. Read it back, correct.
So it's definitely getting laggy here. Okay, so let's see what this baby can do. The Cessna 414 Chancellor by FlightSimware, it is absolutely recommended. It is such a beautiful airplane. I won't say I have no words for it, but I do. It's just really cool. Just go check it out if you do not have it. Okay, so we should be taking a left here. My memory still works. This should take us on. This is a Tango. It should take us on to Juliet. So let's not go too fast here.
Easy 14 requesting pushback and start.
So
Easy 14 stand 22, push and start approved, face east.
Push and start approved, face east for Easy 14.
Well, Tango here. There goes another aircraft.
Papa, I have some issues with the pushback. Is it good if you make a sharp turn to the right?
Okay then, 12 Papa, if you're able to taxi there and ready for taxi, I can give you a clearance, no problem.
But yeah, I'm far enough to make a turn to the taxi.
Easy 27 Delta November, contact Gatwick Director 126.
Okay, we take a left here.
825, goodbye.
Okay, this will definitely help.
Easy 27 Delta November, contact Gatwick Director 126, Decimal 825, goodbye.
Okay, over to Gatwick Director, Easy 27 Delta November. Thanks for your help. Have a good day.
KLM 12 Papa, taxi holding point Alpha Tree, runway 26 left via Quebec Alpha, Lima, Papa and Alpha November.
Taxi holding point Alpha Tree, 26 left, they are Quebec Alpha, Lima, Papa and Alpha November.
So let's see, where are we? So 1 to the 3rd on the right, if I am not mistaken. Let's find the yellow line, please.
All stations, New Gatwick information, Romeo, QNH 1022.
We have Romeo 1022. So this should be the first to the right. Let's see what we can see here. It's going a little fast for the frame rate. Let's slow it down a bit, because we are definitely getting closer here. So it will be the first on the right. Ground, Whiskey Pop 812, can you confirm we are at Charlie 1? If we take a right here, Whiskey for Pop 812.
Whiskey 4 Papa 812, I've just lost surface surveillance radar. Contact director on 126.825, please.
126.825, thank you, sir. Okay, so 126.825. Let's just quickly pull up the chart here.
Easy 27 Delta November, Gatwick Director.
Easy 27 Delta November.
Easy 27 Delta November. You seem to just taxi onto the runway there. If you continue left and then to hold at Alpha 3.
This is so fun.
Easy Delta November, or 27 Delta November. Yes, I did. My apologies here. That's where we're going. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it looks like we're good here. Okay. So parking brake released. We're not going to line up yet, and we will also not turn on the landing lights just yet.
Qatar 1403, turn left heading 345.
Turning left 345, Qatar 1403.
Condor 6502, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, the QNH is 1022.
Descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1022.
Charlie 1, so it looks like we should be able to cross here. Good evening, Director Whiskey for Papa 812, on our way to Charlie 1. Are we allowed to cross 26 right, please?
Whiskey 4 Papa 812, Gatwick Director, hello. It's currently an inactive runway, so it's just a taxiway. Continue straight ahead to hold at Charlie 1.
Continue straight ahead, hold Charlie 1. Thank you. Whiskey for Papa 812.
Qatar 1403, report your heading to London Control 127.105. Bye-bye.
So there you go, it's always good to ask, you know.
127.105, report my
In the past,
1403, thank you for that.
I've made the mistake of
Condor 6502, turn left heading 320 degrees.
I've made the mistake of not checking it in the past.
Left heading 320 degrees, Condor 6502.
Whiskey 4 Papa 812, via Charlie 1, the surface winds are variable at 2 knots, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Thank you for the winds, clear for takeoff 26 left, Whiskey for Papa 812.
Hello, Gatwick Direct,
let's do this then.
544 Alpha,
Quickly check.
flight level 150 inbound to Kidley.
Let's go straight.
With F544 Alpha, Gatwick Director, hello, landing runway 26 left with no delay.
26 left, no delay, visit headline for
Charlie.
Alpha.
Condor 6502, turn left heading 290 degrees. Once localizer established, runway 26 left, descend with the glide path.
Okay, so there's also incoming traffic, so let's go.
290 degrees. Descend with the glide path. Condor 6502.
Easy 27 Delta November, taxi the next left to hold at Bravo 1, do not enter the runway.
Okay, next button, hold the Bravo 1.
Alright, so we were clear for takeoff, so let's do it. Full power, let's go.
Condor 6502, you seem to have flown through the localizer there. Continue left turn heading 240 degrees and descend to altitude 2,000 feet to recapture.
Turn left to 40 degrees.
Gear up.
Descend to 2000 feet.
Autopilot is engaged. So let's see what this is doing. We're climbing a little steep here, so let's nose down a bit and go for about 1000 or 1500 feet per minute climb.
Whiskey 4 Papa 812, report your passing altitude.
Whiskey for Papa, passing altitude 24.
Whiskey 4 Papa 812, thank you, climb now, flight level 130.
Climbing 130, whiskey, flight level 130, Whiskey for Papa 812.
Whiskey Papa 4, correction, Whiskey 4 Papa 812, stop climb, flight level 70, apologies.
No problem, we'll stop climb at flight level 70. Okay, so we're going to 70 and we'll stop the climb right there. Climb rate is
Condor
6,000 feet per minute.
Correction, continue descent to altitude 1,500 feet, then further with the glide path.
Pulling back the power a little bit.
The glide path.
Putting back the power.
1,500 feet. Entry point when established on that path.
This is so cool, man. Let's kill these overhead lights if we can. Man, it's so laggy. Look at it. We probably should stop buying guitars and just buy a like a monster of a computer. What do you say? Let's keep this on. I like this little light. It's actually really bright still, man. Maybe dim it till it's almost off. Which direction is it? There, just a little light. Okay. Okay, are we still doing what we're supposed to be doing? Yep. Beep.
Condor 6502, surface winds are variable at 2 knots, runway 26 left, clear to land.
We should watch the climb rate now, because our speed is definitely going down. Yeah, going down, and not what I want. And now it's picking up.
27 Delta November, 5 Bravo, line up runway 26 left.
So they'll hold us for a while at 7,000 feet.
Any station radio check.
You read your 5x5.
Roger, thank you. Break Condor 6502. Welcome to Gatwick. Taxi second right onto Juliet. Condor 6502 there, correction contact Gatwick ground 121.805. Bye bye.
So we have 6.2 nautical miles from that 31.
Whiskey 4 Papa 812, climb now, flight level 130.
Climbing flight level 130, Whiskey for Papa 812. Okay, climb flight level 130. So this is what you get with the mouse, right? Look at that, man. Yeah, there's the sweet spot. So 130, disengage out. And are we climbing? Well, ever so slightly, but not enough. So let's limit up. 1,000 feet per minute to start with. I guess that's okay. Yeah, so as I said, it's always a little bit intimidating, especially, you know, when so much things happening at once and you're talking to an actual human being, and I don't know, they seem to know everything, so it's always, the last thing you want to do is ask them, hey man, how do I operate my aircraft, you know what I mean. Okay, so the taxi lights can go, off, and your landing lights will just keep them on until
27 Delta November, surface winds are variable at 2 knots, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Until we reach 10,000 feet, we will keep the landing lights on. Let's look outside.
Whiskey 4 Papa 812, fly heading 045.
Fly heading 045, Whiskey 4 Papa 812. Fly heading 045, there you go, 045. Let's quickly do this. 3, 4, 5, and let's go heading, there you go. So what are they making us do now? That's interesting. Are we 0450? Let's see. Yeah, I think we are. It's always a challenge to see. Let's just get up close and personal. 03, 035, 04, 045. Yeah, looks like we're right on. The landing lights on this sucker, look at them, man. They're so bright. I just totally love it. So we're almost at 10,000 feet, so we can turn off the landing lights momentarily. We are still climbing.
Whiskey 4 Papa 812, report your heading to London Control 127.105. Bye bye.
Please repeat the frequency for Whiskey for Papa 812.
127.105.
So 120.105, Whiskey for Papa 812.
Thank you, bye bye.
Bye bye, sir, have a good day.
You too, bye.
Okay, so 120.105.
Easy 82, correction 27 Delta November, report your passing altitude.
120.105. Oh shit.
Easy 27 Delta November, report your passing altitude. Easy 27 Delta November, thank you. Climb now, flight level 130.
Copy up to 130.
120, oh, that's the wrong one. There you go. 120, that's for 105. And who might these be? Contact London Control 127 105. There we are.
Hold position.
127 105 is London Control. London Control, Whiskey for Papa 812, climbing through 11,600, heading 045.
Whiskey for Papa 812, London, roger, climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, Whiskey for Papa 812. Okay, so we got clearance to the cruising altitude. We're still climbing, so that's all good. So basically they're making us bypass a bunch of waypoints here. Not really sure what's going on there. We were clear to fly the departure through FRANE, but we'll just see what's going to happen. The worst case scenario, we'll just get some direct to for one of the waypoints here. Basically what you will do, let's say this is a direct GASBA or whatever, you just select it here, you hit the direct to button, and then you just click activate. So, yeah, so let's just see what's going to happen.
Shuttle 8 Golf, descend flight level 150, level by stop it.
So
Lufthansa 117, contact Gatwick 126.825.
Landing lights, we can retract them, turn off and retract.
EG691 Alpha 0.
Temperature is kind of cold, but yeah, there's some clouds well below us. Probably can't hurt to, you know, just, let's see.
You want to take up a start approved, QNH 1023.
Probe the eyes, there you go.
Whiskey 4 Papa 812, route direct GASBA.
Whiskey for Papa 812, direct Gamba. So there you go.
Shuttle 19 Tango, descend to flight level 80.
So what I said, flight plan.
Shuttle 8 Golf, speed 250 knots to the left.
GASBA, I said Gamba. I must be hungry. See, so selected, and the direct to button. Enter and activate. So now we're direct to, but we should put it on navigation.
Plan for takeoff 33, Z691 Alpha.
To GASBA, there you go. So I like how this is going. It goes to the United Kingdom and then we'll be flying over the canal. There is a weather thingy, weather radar, but I don't believe it works actually in Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is not due to the development.
Shuttle 19 Tango, speed 250 knots.
But it is due to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I believe they do not have the code opened up or whatever, something like that. I must say I did see once some sort of what looked like weather, but oh well. So for now, let's just turn it off.
Control, roger, Elbos,
We'll
arrival from Manchester, climb flight level 240.
Flight director's on autopilot, we're on nav. 90,000 feet. Oh, what just happened? We are...
November, London, hello, Elbos, Mike arrival from Manchester, climb flight level 240.
bunch of people talking at once there.
Shuttle 8 Golf, descend flight level 120. AZ27 Delta November.
Yeah, EZ27 Delta November, my apologies, can you repeat your
EZ27 Delta November, Elvon 1 Mike arrival for Manchester, climb flight level 240.
It's just such a beautiful aircraft, man.
240, was that correct?
Excellent.
And did you know the aircraft actually has a toilet equipped? It's what's it saying here? Let's see. Left fuel, low right fuel. Yeah, I was feeling as much. Oh, look at this. It says 13. It says 13 minutes. Okay, we're definitely not going to be doing that. So we're going to have to cheat a little bit. Next time I should come a little more prepared.
Shuttle 19 Tango, maintain 80 or above until Barbican and Mighty Unicom 122.18.
Let's see what this does, because...
80 or above until Barbican 122.18.
Yeah, there you go.
Shuttle 8 Golf, descend flight level 100.
Now...
EZ27 Delta November, resume navigation direct well in.
Okay, direct well in.
EZ691 Alpha, report you passing altitude, climb now, flight level 180.
So this is the fuel computer.
Passing 4000, climbing 180, EZ691 Alpha.
It says 1 hour 50 minutes remaining. Okay, so it is updated, I guess.
Shuttle 8 Golf, descend flight level 80, maintain 80 or above until...
Let's actually keep it on time remaining. There we go, 1 hour 50 minutes. So let's get rid of the tablet.
Lighting control, good evening, EZ60 uniform, Papa 536, environment Callsign.
What's turn off? Yes.
EZ60 uniform, Papa hello, Tebra, 2 Golf arrival, descend flight level 290, level by GASBA.
Tebra 2 Golf arrival, descend flight level 290, level by GASBA. EZ6 uniform, Papa.
So as I said, the aircraft actually has a little toilet. It is quite dark.
EG1 Echo Roger, taxi by hotel.
Do have a little light down here for entry. Now this chair here, this seat,
London hello, Nugger 1 Hotel, squawk 2655.
this holds shit. You can turn this into a toilet. So in case you need to go number 2, this is where you can do it. Unfortunately, it does not show, but it is a toilet in the real aircraft as well, or actually maybe reversed. In the real aircraft, that's actually an optional toilet. Okay, so we got the beep, so we're at 18,000 feet, so we're almost at our cruising.
EZ6 uniform, Papa. Can I just get a minute out of cockpit?
Altitude. So the other day I was flying in the Netherlands as well, and I was flying to Eindhoven Airport.
6 from Papa, thanks.
I arrived.
25 Golf, set under pressure 1013.
And it was pitch black. It was night.
1013, speedbird 25 Golf.
And there were no runway lights, you know, so how the hell I was... so I saw the runway when I was like
we are now ready to stop.
400 feet above it. It was a bit scary.
EGKK Tango Roger, push start approved, QNH 1023.
Push start approved, DD858 Tango.
Channel station, standard information Delta now current QNH 1023.
Okay, so we're almost at cruise.
280.
280, EGKK Alpha.
Version 2, Quebec, stand flight level 200, level Tobin.
EC6 uniform, Papa on back.
EC6 uniform, Papa Roger.
I'm quickly checking off the screen on the VATSIM chart to see where we are and how far the. No, we're still well within the London Central control actually. Oh, so let's just keep it up. It's good to have all the voices. It sounds nice. We're still on GPS, still on navigation, holding altitude, so that means that we are now at the cruising altitude, 19,000 feet. We're almost at GASBA. We are 6.3 nautical miles. And then basically it starts already with the arrival routing for Rotterdam. We fly to REDFA, and then from there it should be pretty simple. Let's just first wait until we get out of the controlled airspace here, and then we'll have a look at the chart. And we probably don't even have to look at a lot, but maybe the vertical descent profile could help us though. Now this little white light here means that your courtesy light is on. The green one is just for information, so it's not any danger, no immediate action required, no action required at all. It's just a notification. You have turned your windshield heating on. This aircraft has windshield heating only on the left side. This is actually glass, and this part is
London Control, easy 8 Tango Yankee,
plexiglass or
heading
whatever.
360.
But this is the heated part.
London, hello, Elbos 1 Mike arrival from Manchester, climb flight level 240.
Okay, expecting the Elbos
Outside
1 Mike
temperature.
arrival, climb flight level 240, easy 8 Tango Yankee.
Minus 28, 29 degrees.
6 uniform, Papa December flight level
Really fucking cold.
560.
Alright, so we're on the way to REDFA.
22015 Blixie, easy 6 uniform, Papa.
So fuel levels are still okay this time, since we cheated a little bit. That's all me, because I was not prepared. You know, I sit at home and then like all of a sudden I get this urge and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go stream. So you know, here we are, and you know, it's very spontaneous. So you know, tend to forget a little bit. But so far it's going very nice. The traffic controllers are also very friendly. We got to take we got to take off from an intersection, so we did not have to use the entire runway. We did not have to taxi to the entire end of the runway, so that's also that's pretty nice. The landing will be an ILS landing, runway 06. Let's pull up the charts now. I wouldn't mind if I made Navigraph available with a little less eye candy. Not that I'm complaining how it looks absolutely marvelous. I totally love it. Let's go to night mode. But it's quite heavy. It's quite heavy on the system. Let's see, let's hide the left side here. We don't need it now. We also do not need all of this. Where are we? We're approaching the Clacton VOR. Just to our right.
ETA Tango Yankee, resume navigation direct Welling.
Resume navigation direct Welling, easy 8 Tango Yankee.
So this will be the arrival. So let's first have a look at the arrival just for the descent profile. At Mazels we should be at or below flight level 60. We're now at 19,000. So I believe the math is 19,000 minus 6,000. That means we have 13,000 feet to traverse vertically. 13 times 3 is 39. I believe you add 1, so around 40 nautical miles before Mazels. We should start our descent. not really sure at which rate we need to descend. Then obviously if you descend 15,000 feet per minute like the space shuttle, you know what I mean. So some fairly decent descent, probably around 1,000 feet per minute. Also it's aircraft dependent obviously, but for now I'm just winging it, using it as some sort of a guideline. So let's remember 40 nautical miles before Massos, and might start a little early, so we will not end up too high on the energy.
Monitor Unicom 25 Golf, good evening, ciao.
691 Alpha, Monitor Unicom.
Unicom Easy 691 Alpha, thanks, Bubba.
Easy 18 Echo, clear for takeoff runway 04, 72360 degrees, 7 knots.
Let's get the final approach chart.
Easy 27 Delta November, when ready to descend flight level 200, level by Elbon.
Okay, descend 200.
Runway 06.
Quebec, descend flight level 150, level by Sopit.
Pin it. So that's what I mean, you
60 Unicorn
click twice and everything, it's just so laggy.
Descend flight level 140.
Okay.
Direct Abdomen, descend flight level 140, EC60 Uniform Papa.
Runway 06, it's sort of a straight in landing. It's always nice. Heading 056, so
Canon 1075.
going to put that in 056. Like here.
Roger, it does look like you're in my section.
For the ILS, for the glide slope. So that is so hard to see.
67 Golf Kilo.
The 40-50. So around there should work out fine for us.
67 Golf Julia, hello.
I'd also like to use this one as well. 056.
Yep.
So we have that, and I believe the ILS frequency will be automatically picked up from the procedures page and the GPS, but let's just double check if that's done correctly. ILS 109.1.
And is it 858 Tango request taxi?
109.1, it's just not receiving any information, there's no VOR, radio, whatever distance it's. There's no DME readouts yet, but that is armed.
858 Tango, taxi to Holding Point Hotel 1 via Hotel.
Now for the vertical...
Hotel 1 via Hotel with the 858 Tango.
The vertical profile...
18 Tango, report your passing altitude, climb
the
down,
final approach.
140.
Hellhole, 2,000 feet. And 2,000 feet is the start of the glide slope.
Hello, shall I see Victor 56, Sunlight 1 Golf.
Let's just close this there completely, see if we can
climb now,
free up some
140.
resources. You know what, let's put it in Yelp.
Victor London, hello,
It is an aircraft
climb
after all.
now, flight level 140.
Buka Tank, climb now, flight level 140, shuttle to Victor.
BG60 Uniform Papa, contact Gatwick 126.825.
Okay, so
126.825. Easy 60 Uniform Papa, see it.
once we're at the REDFA, it is only, if I did this correctly, it's only about 5 nautical miles before we need to start our descent. We are about to leave the controlled airspace for London Centre, so we'll be sent to Unicom on 122. That's
Shuttle
only
2 Victor, flight heading 360 degrees.
Heading 360 degrees, shuttle to Victor.
Virgin 26 Quebec, flight heading 140 degrees.
So let's just pre-dial it in.
Easy 18 Echo, route direct Welland, climb flight level 190.
I guess we could fly a little more fuel efficient.
Virgin 26 Quebec, descend
We're still like, you know, I'm going pretty
Shuttle 2 Victor,
pretty high energy
one
here.
Mike arrival, climb flight level 180.
But after this, I
I
should probably just go to sleep anyway. So doesn't hurt to go a little fast. And we're still well within the safety limits anyway.
Victor, thanks. Squawk 6357.
Okay, so quick sanity check. We have the glide slope or the ILS approach, the runway heading dialed in on both here and on the course deviation indicator right here. I believe the GPS will switch from GPS to nav1, like the button that you see here. You can also press it manually, and it will do it then. But it should do it automatically. Well, it picks up. I believe once you were in like 30, probably once you were in 30 degrees of the localizer, something like that. So let's have a little sip of the iced tea. And that's some good stuff, I tell you. Have a look outside a little bit. So goodbye, United Kingdom.
Hiring 973, which airport? Roger, I don't cover Heathrow, why can you come?
I love how the sound changes when you go behind the aircraft as well. And then in front you just hear a little whirring. But behind you hear like a bit low sound. Beautiful. Now these lights are pretty bright. I'm not sure which one is which.
Version 2, see Quebec, resume navigation, Barberton.
It might be still actually due to the overhead lights here. See what it does if we just turn those on. Oh, I had this the other day as well. It went up just like now. It doesn't speed. I think I know why. Yeah, let's go back real quick before we need to be at our radio. I believe it's because of this light here.
ET18 Echo, climb flight level 380. Shuttle 2 Victor, resume navigation, direct Elbow.
This looks nice.
Nav direct elbows, so Shuttle 2 Victor.
Okay.
Ready to sit back, maintain 80 until Barberton, line Unicom 122.18.
There you go, it seems to respond normally now, so just leave it on like this.
EC67 Golf Juliet, when ready to send flight level 300, level by
I like this.
Degree for EC67 Golf Juliet.
Okay, 90,000 feet.
EC67 Golf Juliet, when ready to send flight level 300, level by ED2.
300 by ED2, EC67 Golf Juliet.
ET18 Echo, route direct Trent.
So waiting for the handoff to 122.8. These controllers are usually pretty sharp. They keep an eye, keep good track of. There you go.
Unicom, goodbye.
Whiskey for a Papa, going to Unicom. Thank you for your service. Lovely evening, sir. Bye bye. That's a little emotional response from me, but it's from a good heart. There you go. Unicom. Let me quickly check if there's any other traffic. Nah, I don't think so. Alright, so while we're basically almost ready for our descent. We're now 13.1 nautical miles from REDFA. After that it's about 4 nautical miles, 4 or 5 nautical miles until we should start our descent. pilot. That's funky. And no matter what happens, people, we will always land. Whether we be living after that, to tell all the exciting stories of our descent, what we will do in any case is land. Yeah, that's it. It's live in-flight entertainment by yours truly, your personal Foxy pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko. And we are now 4.7 nautical miles from our from REDFA. Let's have a little look outside, see what's going on. Beautiful night sky. We're flying in real world time and real world weather. So over in Europe, it's the weather down there. I like in the United Kingdom you have these like fields of these windmills placed in the water, man. And there's also some behind us. We passed them earlier, but like right off the coast. It's insane. Look, you can see the reflection of the moon right there in the water. Those are, quaint and nice little details, you know what I mean. Well, look, we're turning to REDFA. Let's get back to the flight deck and have a look here. Yeah, so as I said, so we'll let's see how this is going to work. So we're 4.45 nautical miles. So I suggest we just start descending now. And we're going to be descending to 6,000 feet. So these dials are really cool, but sometimes they tend to be a little hard to hit. But when you zoom in, it's fine. Okay, 6,000 feet, so altitude hold is disengaged. And let's pull back on the blades there. And let's nose down with the trim wheel there, and let's aim for about 1,000 feet per minute. Let's see how this is going to develop. It's going to go more extreme, and obviously watch our speed. We do not want it to exceed too much. For now it looks pretty stable, so let's just keep on going for now. Let's just keep monitoring it. Going to quickly check on the VATSIM charts or maps to see. No, there's definitely there's no traffic, not even in the entire Netherlands. Well, there's one KLM flight just crossing the border, flying east. So I'm not expecting any neighbors to run into. Speed seems to have picked up a little bit. The descent rate is stable. We could maybe just bring the throttle down ever so slightly. Maybe a little bit more slightly. Yeah, there you go, the needle there to the left speed. It appears to be nudging down a little bit. Not really sure. I guess we're good like this for now. And then once we reach 6,000 feet, we should be around Muscles. We should not be above 6,000 feet at Muscles. And after that, we'll fly Doveboek. We might have to, let's have a look here. Activate approach. This part is always a little bit fuzzy for me. Let's have a look here. In a way, we're flying Muscles, and then here's where the approach starts. Let's just let's just wait a little bit and then we activate the approach. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't make any difference, but obviously it says a lot about my understanding of such details when the workings of the GPS standard. Let's do a little weather check for Rotterdam airport. So bring up the Navigraph chart. And that's what I said earlier, you know, it's Navigraph is totally awesome. It's I have a paid subscription and it's worth every penny, I shit you not. But it's, yeah, well, it's not resource friendly for my system. I have to click everything twice and all that stuff, and just, you know. But I mean, look at it. It's expensive. It's insane. Okay, so Rotterdam and airport information. Open airport. There will be no ATIS. We can click on weather. ATIS is probably no. Oh, let's have a little sip of the iced tea. So I just checked the MECOT 23 minutes ago. This was published. Wind 290 at 3 knots. Let me just think about this. So why are we landing on runway 06 then? Winds from this direction. It's actually like a cross tailwind. I'm not really sure what's going on there. I'm not sure who to trust. We could try something else. Let's forget this for a bit and just use Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is actually the world that we're flying in, and see what the world is telling us. Because and then just go by what the environment tells us to expect. And it's the same, 290 at 3 knots. Cloud, everything broken, that's 4600. No significant change, 9 degrees, QNH 1020. Okay, so we might have to change our approach. If we look at the chart, let's just pull up the chart. Before we dive any further, speed has picked up. So far that's fine. Once we reach 6000 and we go level, our speed at our current settings will definitely drop significantly unless we do something. So for now I guess that's something we can afford. Vertical speed has gone back a little bit to like 1.2. That's fine for now. We're at 13,000 feet and we're 20 nautical miles from Mazels. So let's have a look. What was I doing? Let's see. This should be our arrival. Let's hide this sucker here on the left. So runway 06, yeah, that doesn't seem to make sense. It was created by VATSIM, or sorry, by Simbrief. Yeah, I would definitely land the other way around. Just be adventurous and go for it. Totally going to mess up our approach. But let's see, maybe there's some overlap. So select approach. So we're still having the same arrival, but the approach now will change. Let's see if they are compatible. Select approach is now going to be ILS Zulu runway 24. Enter it. Via Dofmu, I believe we were, yes, going Dofmu, so that's fine. Let's load it in, yes, acknowledge. It's probably not going to change anything. Now I want to pull the correct chart, obviously. Airport chart. Approach runway 24, ILS or localizer Zulu, runway 24. Let's put the pin in that. That's the one that we'll be using. So what to expect? It's probably going to be somewhat similar, but the ILS frequency should change. Unless it's, I don't know where the ILS, where the localizer is at. Let's have a look. Where's the, didn't open? Open, please. Thank you. Okay, so what are we looking at? 236 degrees and 110.4. This has not updated where it usually should update. Let's have one more look here. Select approach. ILS Zulu 24, yes, confirm. Via DOFMO, load. Oh. Just load it again. Okay, but we can just put it in ourselves. So what the frequency was? I think I was looking at the screw me. I was looking at the Rotterdam VOR 110.4. But we need obviously the 110.9er. So it's just the opposite direction. So it looks like the. I don't think it changed. Not really sure. Probably talking out of my behind. 236 degrees. That is more important. 236. So we're going to update this little sucker here until it says 236 degrees. 21, 22, 23 is coming up to 5, somewhere around there. And then the course deviation indicator as well. So 236. And then we just do an ILS landing on the other runway. Or basically the same runway, but different designator, different direction. 1, 2, 2. Yeah, she can do it. Cute little needle. I think that should be 2, 3. Let's see. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, 6. Yeah, 2, 3, 6. I'll take it. It's the Netherlands, so we're definitely getting closer. One final check here. Let's see. We are. Speed is okay, fairly high, but it's still fine. We are at muscles. We didn't make it. We are still a little bit too high. Okay. For now, we're just going to continue, and then we'll improvise. Just wanted to check real quick where to start the glide slope. 2,000 feet at width. No, not at width. At Rotterdam 252. Okay. Get rid of the chart there. We're now at 7,000. As I said, we're still fairly high. So, trim wheel to, that's a little aggressive. I mean, we are pressurized, so in that sense it shouldn't be too bad, but probably not using it correctly anyway. We're holding now, let's see. Okay, so we're at 6,000. Well, let's for now just hold it for 1 second. We have to be real quick because the speed is going to drop. Let's activate approach, see if that does anything. Let's have a look here. We're flying to DOFMO. What's our speed doing? That is actually still okay for now. So I think from here on out we're probably just going to wing it a little bit. What's it going to be looking like? Let's get up a little more close. Not sure if DOFMO is the way to go, but we'll see once we get closer. As long as we are not too high, should work out fine. The next, and then you know what? 2,000 feet. Let's not descend just yet, but let's dial it in for now. We could maybe really quickly have actually a look at just opening. The arrival chart. Yes, hello, introducing annotations. I mean, something like that. I've seen it. You know, how often do they want to show me this? I know they're really proud. It's actually cool feature, the annotation, so you can draw on your charts and everything. So that's pretty cool, actually. Hide this sucker here on the left. This is the arrival, which we actually just flown. If we check this chart, is this going to make any sense to us now? You have Krakow, Gatwick. Yeah, we could also vector ourselves, I guess. Let's see what waypoints can we expect here. Oh, we're going over Krakow, so that's fine. So we're going to Krakow, Gatwick, and does it say any kind of altitude here? Max 3000 at Krakow. Min minus 2000, minimum mandatory 2000 at RD 214, but we're not flying there. We're not far away from just flat out descending to 2000 feet. Our speed is beginning to drop. As I threw ADHD specialist, I'm multitasking and I've been trying to roll another cigarette for the past 20 minutes. And then some guitar playing came, and then some change of the weather came, and some change of the runway for the landing runway came, and you know what I mean. So let's quickly do this. It's always nice to have these little challenges. So we are 10 nautical miles from Dofmu. I did not really check if there was a mandatory altitude or whatever restriction at Dofmu, but we're up now at 6,000, so if we descend 1,000 feet per minute, it's going to take us for about 4 minutes to descend to 2,000 feet, which seems plenty of time. So once the sucker has been lit, let's see if there's any immediate action required. Apologies, speed is around 159, so it's already flappable speed, if you will. And we're not going to be approaching with the blades all the way up here. We need to push them all the way forward. We didn't even actually lean or make sure anything during the cruise, and now realize. Okay, so let's have a look. Flight plan. Dofmu, it's just looking beautiful. Let's, you know what? Once we reach Dofmu, we're going to descend to 2,000 feet, and then we're going to put the blades up. I just keep forgetting the middle section there. Say what it's called. Sometimes when I'm talking, I'm reading a blank, reaching a blank. The prop RPM. Yeah, there you go. Note to self: do not set your pants on fire. Okay, so we are below 10,000 feet, so we should actually put on our landing lights. So let's do that. These landing lights actually extend. Look, you should see them moving up. There you go. They're coming further and further up. Yeah, man, it's just an awesome plane. This. Okay, so we have that. I totally forgot to turn off the fuel pumps after takeoff. They are required to be on now, so we're just gonna leave them. I guess this bit here is okay. Are we at Dosmo? Almost. Our speed is still okay. Looks like the localizer has been picked up, the signal. So we should also have some readout here, which we do. Romeo Sierra Victor. Okay, so we're turning left to Kakel. So let's disengage altitude hold. The altimeter, sorry, the altitude autopilot is armed for 2,000 feet. So let's do a nose down. But I will also increase the prop to 100%, and then just flaps 1 to create some drag. 171 knots is the max, I believe, for the flap 1, so this is well within, and you can see immediately we get some drag. The speed is dropping quite significantly, but not uncontrollably, so that's what is desired. We are not really descending, are we? Or rather, I should say, we're really not descending. So, nose down, it might be a little aggressive. Let's watch the speed. Let's decrease the throttle. And we're sort of stable at around 160 knots. 5,000 feet. 5,400 actually. Let's also turn on the taxi lights so we're as visible as we can be. As one of my heroes, 320 sim pilot always says, you know, you want to be as visible as you can be once you're like entering the runway, you know, or yeah, either from the ground or from the air. Seems like sensible advice when you're basically a flying kerosene provider, you know what I mean. The speed's okay, 4,600. I believe we're very well on our descent profile, if you ask me. I believe Kakel was a minimum of 2,000 feet altitude required for altitude constraint, and the rest, you know, 2,000 feet is the glide slope altitude as well. Could check one thing, just if you ask me, really it's more for aesthetic purposes, but want to see if there's a way that I can put in the decision altitude. So, hello annotations, we're very happy that you found your way. Please close. So the decision altitude should also be here at the top, I believe. I'll refer to minimums in this case, okay, for the ILS. So, oh wait, yeah. So we move down. ILS decision altitude. So we're 3,000 feet. Decision altitude is 204 or 2,019 feet above the ground, or 204 barometer altitude. Let's set the correct altimeter now. I'm using the B button just to cheat. So 204. Now let's see. Our speed is stable enough for now. Let's get rid of the yoke. So I believe 204 should probably be around there. I'm not really sure how this works, to be be honest. I mean, in this aircraft. But we'll take it. Okay, so now let's manage our energy. With KKO, so we don't have to jump the gun yet. It is actually on altitude hold. Okay, that's good. So we're at 2,000 feet. We're not to go below. And we can keep on flying altitude 2,000 feet all the way until we start our basically the final approach. Let me quickly check if there's other traffic, because we are still flying on the VATSIM network. There's absolutely none. But there might be traffic on the ground that does not have their transponders on. Rotterdam ground, Whiskey for Papa 812 on approach for ILS 24 or Rotterdam traffic. Okay, so we stated our intentions. Speed is dropping, 140. I believe we can see the speeds here, 140, we can actually go one flap more, so let's do that. Oh no, we're not going to do it, because it wants to gear down, and we're not going to do that yet. But 140 is the maximum speed for the second stage of the flaps. We are slightly above the glide slope, it looks like, from this. That's actually a little bit surprising. It is 110.9. Let's see what's going on there. And we can always do a visual landing, of course. We should actually be right next to the airport here. We'll try and look out of the window. Looking out of the window, all I see is trouble. I'll take it. Okay, so we're still at 2,000 feet, on our way to Gatwick. There you go. We are below the glide slope now. So that's a good reason to have another sip of the iced tea. It's a lot warmer here, closer to the ground. It's about 10 degrees here at 2,000 feet. And yeah, we're just going to keep this, maintain this speed for a while. Otherwise, we'll just crawl ahead, and I believe we can dissipate the speed fairly quickly in this aircraft. Let's look outside the aircraft for a bit. What can I say? It's a beautiful machine. Gatwick RD203, Gatwick RD252. As a true OCD enthusiast, I'm going to pull up the charts again. It sort of helps with situational awareness and planning ahead, and because at some stage, as you all know, a lot of things start happening all at once, all of a sudden, once you actually start landing. This is all like fairly slow, but then, and then all of a sudden, let's see, wait, no, just remove you. This is the ILS chart. Let's open it up. Mandatory 2000, max 190, we're well below the speed constraint. Romeo Delta 203, and then 3.8 nautical miles to Gatwick. Romeo Delta 252. So let's have a look now here at the vertical profile. Romeo Delta 252, this is where the ILS, the glide slope will start then. Well, looks like we got this. But like the autopilot's getting ready to turn left. Like we're over a densely populated area here. If all the bright lights were not a giveaway or anything. Alright, so we are almost on the final approach. I'm going to I think I'm going to drop the gear now. Gear down. We have 3 green lights for the nose and the left and the right wheel. You can also hear the sound of the wind going by the wheels, and you should also see a decrease in our airspeed. And it's only going to get worse because I'm going to go to flaps 2. We have a visual of the runway. Not really sure where it's supposed to be exactly. So, let's just wait a little while. Speed's getting lowish. I must admit, I'm not really sure off the top of my head what the approach speed is for this aircraft. Usually I just eyeball it and I go for around, I wing it and I go for around 100 knots or so. Yeah. I don't know, I'll land it every time, so in that case it's fine. Let's just not let it drop too much. So we're on our way to Gatwick. We might need to put in a little more speed in a bit. Not sure if it's. It seems sort of stable there at 102, 103 knots. We are 12.7 nautical miles from the ILS, from the localizer basically. This one's dancing with the localizer, and so is this. Holding at 2,000 feet. Is there anything else that we need to prepare? I do not believe so. We have the fuel pumps on, we have all the lights on. I believe the pitot heat and everything, all the heating, we do not have to turn them off, I guess. Maybe just tell everybody in the back who's not there, everybody, prepare to die. And look at the lights, man. You know, it obviously for streaming, you know, it is dark, but I like it, especially when you get close to the ground. You know, it's very atmospheric. There's actually some clouds going on here. Let's have a look here. About okay, the GPS here should switch to nav 1 in a bit, I believe, and if it doesn't, we'll just do it ourselves. Once that is, there you go. Let's see, it's now on nav 1. You can see it here as well, localizer, VLOC. So the aircraft is now going to follow the, it's basically captured. Look, it's turning. When you look at this, it looks horrible. Yeah, I believe something may be off. So disengage autopilot. And as of late, after the update, it's been giving me problems. But now it's turned off. So my apologies for this. I'm very happy there's no controller or anything. So let's try to maintain 2,000 feet. Speed still okay. We're below the glide slope, but we are to the left of the approach path. Yeah, so I'm not really sure if we actually can trust now the lead-outs as well. But this should definitely get us closer. So this is what I mean. Like all of a sudden, there's a lot of stuff happening at once. Obviously, there's some sort of fault at play here as well. But in situations like this, you know, visually, all of a sudden, like, oh, where's the airport? Where's the airport? You know, where's the runway? You know, that's that's quite a workload. Okay, I'm gonna go for another flat. Hopefully, it helps us stabilize a little bit. I do not believe I will take the time to pull up the charts now. So basically, trying to go visual. And I do hope it's not the same situation as I had earlier in Eindhoven, where there were no runway lights. Because if that's the case, then basically we're sort of screwed. We can obviously rely a little bit here on the GPS, so we probably should do that. Speed's dropping below 100, so I'm going to add a little more power. We're at 1800 and try to trim it for a more stable approach. My apologies. I think the airport is below us, or I'm not really sure. Looks like the airport's below us, doesn't it? It's hard to tell. Anyway, let's just carry on. Nah, probably not. So maybe just jumping the gun here. I heard that in real life it's actually, I believe they said it's slightly more easy to spot the runway during the day than it's during the night. So apparently the lights in the Microsoft Flight Simulator during a night approach are slightly exaggerated. But you know, if you don't see anything, that's a little bit worrisome. What we're looking at here. Let's just keep on going. So we're basically totally not using the, that might be the runway there, but I do not see lights. Perhaps that, not really sure. Ah, I see something. Oops, that's my bad. Yeah, so flying with the controller, it's some finger combinations can get a little bit funny. I do not have any runway in sight. Like, at all. I saw something earlier, I thought, but mean, this does not look like a natural situation to me. But there is actually, I googled it, and sometimes apparently in Microsoft Flight Simulator during the night there is simply, it appears to be random, but the lights sometimes they're just off. And obviously that's, you know, it's quite annoying for obvious reasons. So at this point, anything that sort of resembles a straight line of lights, you know, just catches my eye, and it gets rather disorienting. Nope. You see it, let me know. But I'm gonna look outside because it looks like we might actually be above. What the hell is this? Well, some highway. That's a bummer, man. I'm totally bummed by this. It's just bullshit. Now, I do realize that I will check later. You know what? Let's just check it now. Let's take the heading that we're flying now. Just hold this heading and let's turn on the autopilot. And put it on heading mode. Actually, a little late there, heading. Okay. So this gives us a little bit of space. It's going to follow the heading bug, which is totally abandoning the initial plan that we had. So watch your speed first. First you aviate, then you navigate, and then you communicate. So let's first make sure that we're not crashing. So we're at 1,000 feet. That's way too low. Speed is not appear to be picking up. I think what I'll do, gear up and flaps up. Our speed is getting really low. I'm going flaps all the way up and full throttle. And can we disengage the autopilot? So my apologies for this. Okay. Trim it, get a more stable situation. Okay, this looks a little better. Alright. Let's see, autopilot's off, we are at heading mode. Once we turn it on, also at altitude hold. Let's go for 2,000 feet. We are there. Okay, so let's turn on the autopilot now. And then we should be able to get our hands free. And just plan again, because this is the first thing I want to know. 110.9. This might be a bug in Microsoft Flight Simulator, because I'll explain in a bit. 110.9. Let's pull up the chart. And then the approach chart for runway 24. That should be this one. Wait, it does not appear to be holding the altitude. Or does it? Let's double check here. Okay, it's our speed. I don't know what's going on. I'm crashing us. We're going way too fast anyway, so this is probably better. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm starting to panic slightly while sitting in the comfort of my home. Okay, let's see. The localizer should be 110.9. 110.9 for runway 24. in Rotterdam. So we have here 110.9. The readout that we got appears to be totally weird. Remember when we were turning onto the final approach, all of a sudden the aircraft wanted to turn left, but like way left. It didn't look like a course correction or anything. It looked like, no, we're going a totally different direction. Could be me. I will rewind after the stream to check, to sort of have another look at it. Now I'm not sure, probably just should go to Amsterdam. That is 108.4 for Sierra Papa Lima. You know what, let's just do differently. Direct to, excuse me, direct to Echo Hotel Alpha Mike, Schiphol, enter, activate. So at least we have direction now. And let's switch back to GPS and go to nav. Let's see if the aircraft is responding. It appears to be doing so. Altitude is still 2,000 feet. So far so good. Now for Amsterdam we can use runway 27. There's actually a runway 24 as well. The wind was 290, probably the same as in Amsterdam. Let's go for runway 27. That has an ILS as well. So procedure. Let's see how this is going to work out for us. Select arrival, but we might. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Oh, not arrival. One step back. Select approach. There you go. ILS 27. Enter. Arkady Sugo. Let's just do vectors. Activate. Yes, acknowledged. TIDVO. And can we do direct? TIDVO is already doing that. I'm not really sure. So TIDVO direct to page and activate. And confirm. Okay, so now the autopilot should be taking us to TIDVO. How do I get the chart back? There you go. Okay. It's going to be different because at Amsterdam usually there's definitely lights whenever you go. Let's re-enable the nav, and it's not doing it. It's because it's on nav there, GPS and nav, and that should hold. So now we're on our way to TIDVO. And we'll not be using charts from now on. We're going rogue, man. No, we should actually know the. No, let's have a look here. 111.55. So we have the ILS frequency. Runway 27 is. Just put it at 27 for now, so that we have at least a rudimentary approach there. The fuel, when I looked earlier, was around 53 minutes, so that's around 55 now. Okay, that's good. We're still going really fast. We're basically going cruise speed. But it's okay, so we can expedite a little bit. Okay, so what can we expect? Amsterdam. Oh man, it's starting to lag this close to the ground. TIDVO is 39.4 nautical miles. my god, man. Okay, so let's go a little higher, like 4,000 feet. Disengage altitude hold and nose up. So we're climbing to 4,000 feet. We selected runway 27 for a final approach in Amsterdam, and we're 37 nautical miles from Tieto. I believe Tieto is really close actually to the runway. So let's get rid of all these charts. Airport, let me just type it in. Echo Hotel Alpha Mike. And then the charts for Amsterdam. The final approach chart for runway 27, if we can find it somewhere. 247 ILS localizer, there you go. Let's pin it as well. Oh, so now unpin. Beautiful. And let's open the chart and let's have a look at it. Yeah, this was the was it in final approach fix, initial approach fix? I'm not really sure what the IF stands for, but that's good. We're on the money there. Heading 266. Let's put that in. As I said earlier, it was sort of a rudimentary setting here, so 266, slightly more to the left. I might have some explanation, but I will explain in a little bit as to what happened earlier. I didn't notice something, and I noticed it now as well, so let's have a look at that. I believe this is the nav 2 section, and this is the nav. This is now the nav 1. You can also change it to the nav 2, and they are actually now correct. The point is actually 111.55 is selected here. So I might be doing something wrong. Not sure. Usually, actually, I always fly ILS with this thing. Never too many problems. I did encounter a problem at Seattle Airport, where I would dial in I would choose the approach here through the GPS, and with other airports it always adds up, but it would, like you see here, ILS 27 is recognized. I would choose here, I would do the same for Seattle. I would choose runway 16 right, and it would display the opposite, like 34 or something or whatever. Yeah, you know that. Yeah, I only encountered that at one specific runway at Seattle. So I'm guessing it's probably a bug. Yeah, I never know. You know, it's a learning thing. But let's have a look at the VATSIM maps to see if we're not pissing anyone off. There's one aircraft at 32,000 feet flying over Amsterdam. I think we're good. I do like to stay on the VATSIM, you know, I guess out of principle or whatever. I'm looking at the time, well, okay. Alright. There you can see Amsterdam Airport, runway 36 left, 36 center, 36 right, and then somewhere out there is runway 24, which is going to be our little buddy. Now for the altitude, probably around the same, around 2,000 or something for the final approach. Max 220, sure. Can't really tell from there, but 2,000 feet is fine. Okay. I think that's enough. So let's just get our asses over there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Due to a technical problem, we had to deviate to the alternate airport of Amsterdam, Schiphol Airport. From there, we will arrange a public transportation for you, so that you can still make your connecting flight in Rotterdam, Netherlands. The local weather at Amsterdam will be shit. Thank you very much for flying Whiskey for Papa Airlines, and we hope to get lost with you again real soon. Thank you very much. Okay, so we worked on our customer binding procedures. You know, you have to keep your customers happy, you know what I mean. So we're at 4,000 feet, and as I said, we're going to be starting the initial approach from 2,000. At least we can see some runway lights now, so we could basically pick any kind of runway, just land with a crosswind or whatever, tailwind. But obviously we'll, you know, if we're gonna go down, we're gonna go down in style, you know what I mean. But I like this a lot better. I really think that the lights were simply turned off at the Rotterdam airport. You know, the ironic thing is, I actually my intention was to fly to Eindhoven. And then I realized, Arkady, you flew to Eindhoven the other day at night, and, you know, there were no runway lights. So I figured, you know what, let's just go to a bigger city like Rotterdam, you know. Let's not fly this Cessna to Schiphol Airport immediately, you know, just go for it. Seems to make more sense, you know, like a smaller airport. Well, that didn't really work out as well as I had hoped. But fortunately, we kept it funky. Personal funky senpai that's getting funky and blues. We at 4,000 feet above the Netherlands. Alright, so we're still 4,000 feet. The altimeter seems to be fine as well. Let's get some vertical overview. So what do you say, people? Are we going to land the sucker or what? Let's slow down and descend. Let's first slow down. See if we can do it like this. I do not prefer. You know what? Let's just screw it. Let's just go all out. There you go. Dial in 2,000 feet. Oh, I see something there. More is falling into place. Okay, disengage the altitude hold. Nose down. Not too much. That looks decent. And what's our speed telling us? Well, let's go a little bit slower. If we want to slow down even more quickly, like I mean at around this speed, we could probably drop the gear. I'm not really sure what the gear extension, maximum gear extension speed is. I believe it's 185 or something. And usually in, yeah, there you go, 185, warning with visible ice, oh, that's not something else. But anyway, we're not allowed to do the flaps just yet. So let's just use the prop RPM then, and slow the sucker down. And this turn might also help. But this could, however, become a visual approach in the end. Let's see. For 3,000 feet, we got a 90-degree turn to go. Hopefully the autopilot will switch from GPS to nav1 again. But then again, not really sure. Let's see, this is displaying nav2. What the hell is this? 6.8, 6.8, ah, looks fine. There you go, we're captured by the localizer. There's our runway. Thank God, man. Okay, I'm just going to drop the gear now, because I want to go to bed. And let's disengage the autopilot, because again, it does not appear to be doing what I want. Again, it could be me, but as long as we get down, for now I'm good. I do want full prop RPM, please. So as I said earlier, it's kind of a rogue approach now, but we'll get it. So, in case there is anyone at Amsterdam, or maybe I can quickly check, there's no one there. But again, there might be some lost souls who do not have their transponder turned on just yet. Amsterdam traffic, Whiskey for Papa 812 on final approach, ILS 27 Amsterdam traffic. Okay. Flap 2. This looks fairly more stable. No, still wants to drop. I like to keep a little more altitude. Flap 3. Keep the speed at around 100. Altimeter check, 600. Not really sure, I cannot read the pappies very well, so it's 3 red, 1 white. Always forget which one is which, are we like, it feels like we're low. Speed is fine, it wants to go down a little bit, so let's put in a little more power there. It looks like the instruments are now displaying the glide slope, so we can try to use that as well. Power down a little bit. flight crew, prepare for landing. It's always funny to say when there's no flight crew. Okay, here we are. A little further, please. And just settle down. No drifting. Yes, down you go, girl. There you go. Flaps up. Welcome to Amsterdam, people. The runway 27 is actually not too bad. We can just exit right here. Although this aircraft is not to be parked next to the big planes. But now, in case there is anyone here, Amsterdam traffic, Amsterdam ground, Whiskey for Papa 812, clear runway vacated. So the landing lights can go off and retracted as well. We also do not need the flight director anymore. So let's look outside. I do not feel like pulling up any more charts and seeing, hey man, there's a new feature. Like, yeah. I know, it's a first world problem, man. Okay, so following the yellow line here a little bit, just because it's soothing. You just find some place somewhere and then can pick up some chicks. Right, so let's park here somewhere to the right. Let's look outside. Yeah, this seems fine. So we're just going to park this this aircraft at the gate, and obviously we're going to demand they connect the jetway, right? Well, I don't care. Just adapt. Okay, engine may go to idle now. Alright, wheel stop, parking brake is set. Get the engines off and the whirring sound of the fuel pumps. Oh, that's so much better. Alright, everybody. Thank you very much for checking. Stay funky. Let's clean this mess up here. So there was an interesting flight. I still believe actually the runway lights were switched off. Not really sure what was happening, as I said, with regards to the ILS there. Was I panicking? Probably also, but I sort of doubt it was the case, or rather the cause. Let's see, we can turn off the avionics, and we do not need the vital heat and the installment heat, and the windshield icing can go off, drop anti-ice can also be turned off, taxi lights can be turned off, navigation lights can be turned off. We can leave on the anti-collision. Let's have a look, so everything should be fine. You can open the door, let's just do that. And let some girls in. Let's open, nope. There you go. And turn this sucker off too. And it goes back into its pouch like a marsupial baby. There, I'm going to be sitting in the dark, and that's it. I would really love for these curtains to be able to close. I mean, I like a little bit of role playing. I mean, look at this, man. Look at this shit. I mean, it's so cool. And just check the floor. It's the carpeting. It's just, I just totally love this, man. Look at this stuff. So here we are. It's yeah, perfectly at the gate, and you can hear the engine cooling off. The engine sound, the crackly sound. It's a beautiful detail. Actually, here I was looking at this. Alright, thanks everybody for checking. I'm your personal funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko, and as I said, stay funky, and see you next time. Have a very good day. Bye bye.